Hi, I'm CF3 Loyal, still staying at home every other Saturday, and I'm bringing you a very long overdue quintessential Rangers vlog. My last vlog was at the beginning of December, after we beat Ross County 4-0, and it was titled, "The League is Far From Over." And after much persuasion from friends and family, I had to do a new vlog. Get ready to party. Since my last vlog, Rangers have played 13 games, we've had a January transfer window, and Celtic have fully embraced the banter years. Let's look at the league. We've played 11 games, we've won 10 of those, and we've drawn one. It's excellent consistency from Rangers, despite all the pressure being on us, apparently. I've had some big wins throughout December and January, and I've probably said to myself going into each big game, win this one and that's it, definitely over. I think the banter years have scarred me, and I'm not celebrating until it's mathematically possible. Maybe get a wee bit more confident if we get through February and the game at Celtic Park. But the thing that's been pleasing the most for me is that different players have stepped up in different games and on different occasions. We've not relied on that one player to carry us in the games. Let's look at Dundee United. We had Goldson and Tav step up. We've had Motherwell, Roof and Itten. Celtic, Callum McGregor. Aberdeen and Hibs, it was Alfredo Morelos, and St Johnstone, it was Yanis Hadji. And after the St Johnstone game, Stephen Clifford from Four Lads Had a Dream made an excellent point. Rangers have won 11 games this season by a single 1-goal margin. 7 of those have been 1-0. We've been crying out for a team to win ugly, grind out results when we're not playing at our best. We have been relentless this year. 27 games undefeated in the league. Philippe Hollander is still undefeated in a Rangers jersey in the league. Conceded a mere 7 goals. 7. Only one of those being at Ibrox, and 0 have been when Ryan Jack has been on the park. Let me make this very, very clear for those at the back. Rangers deserve to win this league title. It's not Celtic throwing it away. That is not fake news. We also had a Europa League game during that period, our 2-0 victory against Lech Poznan, which seen us go on and top the group, which was not only a fantastic achievement for Rangers, but also Scottish football, and specifically the Scottish football coefficient, which we seem to be single-handedly carrying at the moment. As we look ahead to the end of the month, we can start to get excited about the game against Antwerp. And now we need to talk about the Cup. So one black mark against us for the season, and I need to ask you this question. The league and number 55 was always a priority for this season. Given the reaction after that game, how do you feel? Are you disappointed, or are you now thinking, well, actually the league is a priority and as long as we get the league this season, then I'm happy? I'll be honest, it still annoys me. For me, it was a very winnable competition, and Rangers is all about winning trophies. However, I am proud and relieved by the response from the players. Let's talk business, and we'll start with the contract extension for Kai Kennedy. I am delighted to see Kai Kennedy put pen to paper and put an end to a very long contract saga. Anyone who watched my earlier vlogs, I am a big fan of Kai Kennedy. I think it's huge potential. He's been linked with teams like Bayern Munich and Man City in the past. It is a huge boost for Rangers that he has decided to play his long-term future to the club. I'm delighted to also see him go out on loan to Wraith Rovers, where he's beginning to really show his ability and rip it up in the English Championship. Let's talk the January transfer window. We had some very sensible business with the two players that joined us immediately. Jack Simpson of Bournemouth at central defence, and Scott Wright, who is a left winger, joining us from Aberdeen. We also concluded the pre-contract for Nnamdi Ofobor, also joining us from Bournemouth, who has been loaned out to Wycombe, where he was at previously, which is both good for him and for the club as he looks to come and hit the ground running in the summer. One look at the Bournemouth Twitter feed from supporters, they rate him very, very highly, so that's a huge coup for us to get him, and it probably signals the end of Bongani Zungu's Rangers career. There was probably one surprise for me, and it was the lack of talk about John Lundstrom. He's a player that we've been so heavily linked with in the past, and there was absolutely nothing mentioned in January. He's still out of contract in the summer from Sheffield United. He's not signed a new contract, so one definitely to watch. Let's talk the outs. There were 6 players that left the club. 2 of those were permanent, and those were Ross McCrory to Aberdeen, which freed up funds for Scott Wright, and Jamie Burjonis went across to our partner club, Orange County. There was 4 loans. We've seen the party boys Jordan Jones go to Sunderland and George Edmondson go to Derby. Hope it was worth it. Brandon Barker went to Oxford and Glenn Middleton went to St Johnstone. Could be really harsh here. None of those players have a future at Rangers, so this is an opportunity for those players to put themselves in the shop window, earn themselves good moves away from the club, but also hopefully earn some money in return for ourselves. Again, I'll end on a surprise, and that one surprise was that Greg Stewart didn't seal a move away in January. He's a player that's out of contract in the summer, where we will expect to see him leave the club. And I am starting to look ahead to the summer transfer business. I'm not going to get into the details on today's video. We'll save that for the end of the season. But I'm going to leave you with some questions to ask yourself in the meantime. So, which players are still not ready for first team football at Rangers, but have the potential to be in a few years' time, and therefore we should loan out? Which players in the current squad are simply not good enough and should be sold? Would you offer new contracts to Stephen Davis and Alan McGregor? Would you offer new deals to Connor Goldson and James Tavernier? Or cash in now, bearing in mind that the latter turns 30 this year? How good is Glenn Kamara, and how can we tie him down to a very long contract? Which key players do you think it's sensible to cash in on this summer? And is there a position in the current team that you think needs strengthened for Champions League football next season? Looking ahead, we have Hamilton Accies at the weekend, who have been pretty jobby recently. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. But we will be without Alfredo Morelos due to his retrospective ban. But we will have Kemar Roofe available, as we have until Monday to appeal or accept his punishment. Now, I was firmly in the dial down the noise camp in the Morelos situation, but this trial by TV inconsistency needs challenged, and I hope the club push it all the way. There are many unpunished examples from this season, including a horror challenge on Roofe in a St Johnstone game earlier in the season. There's also Curtis Main, Power, Mark Connolly, Dundee United. All we want is consistency. 17 points. 17 points is all we need to win the league. 6 wins, and on our 6th game we travel to Celtic Park. What a sweet, sweet, sweet feeling it would be to win the league against our bitter rivals. That's assuming, of course, that they win every single game before then. And another sweet feeling would be if we went to Celtic Park as league winners and made them do a guard of honour. Not that I think that would happen. I think we can enjoy each game. I know I said earlier on it was a bit nervous about the banter years scarring me, and I want it to be mathematically possible. But let's enjoy this. It's the longest title party. It's time to live it up. I've already bought my smoke bombs. I've donated to the Red Arrows as well. What a sweet sight that would be, wouldn't it? Red, white and blue flying over Ibrox. We deserve this. It's been a very, very tough 9-10 years. It's time to live it up. I will cry like a baby the day that we win the league. I hope we can get to Ibrox and celebrate together. If not, I'm doing a conga around my street. Thank you for watching. I am CF3 Loyal. Stay safe, stay staunch.